says I'm live, so we'll just wait for some peeps to come in. Get things kind of squared away. I want this straight. Move the camera. Duh. Hi, Galena. I got all the books out, so you'll be able to see if that's the one you really want. But I'm pretty sure you can't go wrong with that one for sure. Galena and I have been talking about books. She won Dee Dee's gift certificate. So, yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed with that book. We'll just wait for a few people. Hi, AJ. Hi, Mindy. I know. I was so happy when she won. I texted her later that day and said, I'm so happy you won. And that's how we got talking about books. What books she might want. So, hi, Joan. So, this is my poppy painting the other day. And I don't know, Eileen wants me to work on the other one that I drew with some clean color. The Kiritaki clean color brushes, so we might do that. I don't know. We can do whatever we want. Hi, Josie. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Vicki. Kia. Hi, Teresa. You want to see your new stuff? I'll get your new stuff out and show you. I did go back to Tuesday morning yesterday, so I'll show Teresa her new stuff. And it was funny, Teresa, because Xandra had said she wanted some. So I had texted them to Xandra and then to you and figured, well, we'll just have to slug it out later if everybody wants the same things. They didn't have the ones that Xandra wanted, so you got them all. No, Galena, you know, this is one of the things. Hi, CB. I was glad you won. Hi, Eileen. Because you do have small children. And so I know probably every payday it's like X amount's got to go for diapers and formula and whatever else crap got to buy for the kids. And I think this is one time where you don't have to feel a bit bad spending money on yourself. You want it fair and square. It's yours. Hi, Joey. So yeah, I would say even with Christmas coming, I really think you should buy something for you because you have to make that decision all the time. Do I get a new pen? Do I buy diapers? You know, like that struggle is real. I know, I've been there. Hi, Kimberly. So no, I would say you want it, buy yourself something. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's nobody's business but your own. And I wouldn't tell anybody. I want it. It's mine. I'm using it for me. So anyway, I'm going to say this on because some people can't be here live, so they watch the recordings and comment a lot, which I always appreciate. And they know that Robert and I were going for his follow-up. His numbers came back perfect. He was a little high on sugar, but I think it was because he hadn't eaten because he knew we were going out to eat. And sometimes your sugar, especially in the morning, can be high. So I'm not worried about it. It's never been high before. But otherwise, his blood numbers, the ones we were really interested in, came back absolutely perfect. I mean, right in the middle of normal. So that was great news. I didn't really expect anything else, but when you go, I think there's always that little bit of apprehension of, oh, God, what if they find something? But they didn't. And then this was the time where they do a more intensive look at his blood, and they have to send it away. So we won't get that back. She said Friday at the earliest, probably more than likely Monday. So I won't even check. I'll just wait until Monday and call. But she said with the blood numbers being so spot on, she said, we don't have a thing to worry about. She said, I'm not even worried. So we'll get the other test results, but I'm not the least bit concerned because everything else was so good. And I just love that doctor so much. She'll come in and she does a few things with Robert. She listens to his heart and his lungs and everything and said, you know, asked him, are you hurting? Blah, 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 blah. And then we just sit around and talk about stuff that we want to talk about. And I think she enjoys it because I think it's just a break in her day, because she is always dealing with people who are so sick, that to come in and Robert and I are doing so well, and we banter back and forth. I really like that doctor. I know if it was serious, she would just be all over it, but yeah, I really like that doctor. So it was a good trip. And then we went and ate, and went to Tuesday morning, and that's what I'm going to show. I like to go shopping for other people and spend their money. So Teresa, I don't know if Teresa doesn't have a Tuesday morning or if her Tuesday morning sucks. But anyway, I got for Galena, they did have the butterflies. So this will be going to Galena's house when I decide to get off my butt and get to the post office. And then Galena, or Teresa, got 3 new stamp sets. And they had stuff yesterday that they didn't have before. So I've got the receipt on that. This one with the flourishes. I like this one. I like the, and it's got a teeny tiny butterfly. So that's one that you got. This is probably a better picture than you could see yesterday, Teresa. But they're $3 a set, and they're normally $5.99. So you're saving a few bucks. And then this flower one, which I thought was really cute, but I need more. I need a hole in the head. No Tuesday morning here. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that one, and then this one. And I've almost bought this one for myself before because I love this great big one here. I really do like it. And then it's got the teeny tiny flourishes for corners. But I just wonder, would I use it? And I'm not sure. Looks like gold foil stamps. No, I think these little flourishes would look great in the gold foil, but no, this one's going to its new home with Teresa. I don't even know what this is, this big blob. I can't even tell what that is. So in my opinion, oh, it's a bird. It's a bird, I think, on a limb. Not a good stamp when you can't tell what the image is. And then the bird cages are really cute. So, so those will be going to Teresa's. And if the very worst case, I think, is oh, this one, yeah, like should be good in gold foil. Yeah, and see, that was the one Xander wanted. She wanted that flourish one that I had. They did not have that one, and they did not have the Christmas one. I thought she wanted the Christmas one, and then when I was actually talking to her, she said, no, I want the one that you got, and they didn't have it. So I know, Eileen, that whole website that you linked was just, had so much nice stuff. And it was like, God, you people need to stop, because I was going to be so good. I was going to be so good and not spend money, not buy junk. But I went on Xandra's website, which is Paint and Paper Studios, and I went ahead and ordered some stuff from her. And then I got on Amazon. Eileen, I so want to kill you. Yeah, that whole no more spending until the end of the year. We were just joking. That wasn't even real. Did you get those other ones from the last trip that I was going to get? Yeah, that was just from yesterday, but I haven't shipped any of them yet. So you've got like 6 stamp sets coming. Hi, Dee Dee. I know. It is her fault. Just when I think I have everything I need. After the stream the other day where we played with the, let me put something here. Where we played with the alcohol inks. Here's the stuff that I did from it. The alcohol inks and the gold foil. I went ahead, Eileen, and ordered 2 sets of those stupid inks you showed. And what else? There was, oh, and I got the blending solution. And then I ordered some foil. But I only got the metallic, like the gold, copper, silver. Oh, it had rose gold in it. That was why I bought it. And then I ordered the emerald one from Zandra. So, so yeah, Eileen, you need to just button it up, girl. Button it up. I'm done. Done. Stick a fork in me. But yesterday, while I was at Tuesday morning, but I did good because I spent less than $10 on myself. I got the little emoji stamps, which I'll use in the Beast. And then these I bought because I thought these would be really cool with foil. The gold foil. They're just, the circles is what sold me. You can never go wrong with a circle. And then because I need a blank journal, like I need a freaking hole in my head, I saw this one and look at it. It's thick. It's got a bunch of pages in it, but I love this cover. So, and it's got light blue paper in it. And it's lined, but I could just draw on it over the lines. I don't care. But yeah, but it was only $6. So I spent less than $10 on myself. So that's all my fun stuff. Hi, Ian. You'll cool it for today. Just cool it until after Christmas. What, the journal is huge? Yeah, it's chunky. I love a chunky journal. I really do. And I love a chunky journal when it's full. So, but it was the peacock that got me. I just thought, oh, that's so pretty. If I just look at it, I like it. And it's sewed. You can see the sewing. So it's, it's well made. Yeah, I needed it like I needed a hole in the head, okay? Just know that. Now I'm knocking everything off. Rosemary Morris will steal that book. Well, tell her to go to Tuesday morning. They did have some really pretty ones. And if they have them when I go back, Galena, I will pick one up for you. But with any luck, I'm not going back for a while. Hi, Brandy. Yeah, it was just too pretty to leave on the shelf. It was lonely. It was yelling at me. Pick me, pick me. So anyway, yeah, so I have more inks and foil and everything coming so I can do more of this. Why? I don't know. Don't ask me. And then because Galena won at Dee Dee's Monday, she said she didn't know what she wanted to buy, but she wanted a drawing book. So I told her one I would recommend that I found really useful and I've enjoyed like crazy is I have I think mostly all, I'm going to show them all, of the Lee Hammond Big Book of Drawing. I love these books, and I'm going to pull the camera out a little bit more so when I flip, you guys can see it. Hey, Joycey, are you feeling better? Because if you want to stream, I'm scramming out of here and giving it up to you. Anyway, I'll just flip through. We'll start at the beginning because one of the things I like is she gives you real basic information. It starts really, she starts from scratch, and you just, in my opinion, you learn a lot. These kind of exercises where you draw what's in the square, I find them very useful because you're teaching your brain to really look at the shape rather than the end product. I don't remember what this one was. I remember doing it with my granddaughter, but I don't remember what we ended up creating. But yeah, you just draw, transfer the image from this, each of these boxes into the box on this side. So yeah, and then Robert's granddaughter and I did this one together, the horse face. She loves horses, so we drew horses a lot. But how to shade a sphere, much like I've shown the last few drawing. This one, I think I've drawn this and shown it. But this one, it gives you the 5 elements of shading: a cast shadow, a shadow edge, halftone, reflected light, full light. If you want to do realism, those are the things you have to know. So she really starts real basic for you. And then, you know, like drawing a face, you know, these lighted areas help make the skin look real. True secret to making it look real is the blending. See how smooth the blending makes skin look. So, I mean, she really makes you just think about really what you're doing. Facial proportions, and then exercises. She's got a lot of exercises in here, both drawing with a graph and without a graph. I find them really, really useful. You're not feeling good, Joycey? Oh, well, take it easy and just watch me run off at the mouth. Just a basic mouth. And this is why I believe anybody can draw, is because if you drew yourself a grid like that and drew those lines in each of the squares and then did a little bit of shading, erased where you want your highlights, there's absolutely nobody who couldn't draw that. Nobody. I don't care if you think all you can draw is stick figures. You could do these really basic exercises. And then as you build up your confidence, you know, you'll be more willing to try more things, I think. Because look at Julie. Julie Topaz, you guys mostly know her from Dee Dee's is Julie Topaz. My name, Julie. Oh, Topaz Pearl Girl is her name at Dee Dee's. She said, oh, I can't draw. And all month long, she did Inktober this year, and then she's just kept on drawing. And she's doing these little cartoon animals that are so adorable. Every one of them I wanted to draw myself. And then she'll do a close-up of an eye. So, and Galena did say, because I asked her, you know, well, what kind of drawing do you want to do? Do you want to do manga? You know, there's a million different kinds of drawing. So she said realism. So for realism, I would say either Mark Criley, he's got some really good drawing books, but he does the manga books as well. But I think for realism, she really gives you some good instruction. Drawing eyelashes, eyebrows. So, you know, you don't want them to look like that. You want to, you know, draw them so they look real. And anybody could do these that are drawn in a graph. So yeah, these are awesome. Now that I've shown you the basics, I'll just flip through and then I'll show you some of them. Okay, here's an exercise, drawing poinsettia leaves. And I was trying to work more in color, I think, at the time that I got these books. And these, I've had them for years. Okay, and I did this in February of 05. Okay, there's the exercise that she showed. Here's my version of that exercise. Not hard. You could do that. It's a poinsettia leaf. So after you kind of know that you have the ability to do that, there's no reason you can't draw a poinsettia. No reason. I haven't done any of the animals. I should. After watching Dee Dee this morning, I was really thinking, oh, I want to do that. I want to draw an animal. And I have a lot of animal drawing books. Look at the koala. Oh, maybe I'm going to put a sticker on that. I may just attempt that little koala at some point. He's so cute. And put him in my Australia book. Because I got to touch one when I was in Australia. And do you know how long ago that's been, CB? Golly, time has flown so fast. But then different parts of the animals, mouths, eyes, people. Here's watercolor. This is a watercolor. Oh, she was using watercolor pencils. Draw a monkey in a tutu. Yeah, it's been so long, right, CB? It's just like, oh, how did that time go so fast? Look at that. Look at that skin. Ah. And this is actually a self-portrait of her. And she's in this book, she's also using different materials. Like this one she did with the color erase. They have a limited palette is the thing about them. This one she did Verithin, which is the Prismacolor version of the hard lead pencil. So it's not just one product either. She's teaching you a lot of different things, and then how to draw, work with clothing and details and folds and shadows. And I think if you break it down to each of its elements and you get good at each of the elements, you can put them all together and draw a portrait at some point. That little chicken, anybody could draw the little chicken and color it in. You're telling me little monkey will be a year old in 2.5 months. I know, right? Where did that time go? So she works black and white color. There's all the different products that she's used. Here's the horse. Nikki and I do that. Nikki and I do that. So I don't know. This is kind of what you're looking at, Galena, if you order this book. I don't know what it costs online. Okay, I did this cat, only I think I did it in color. Now, let me see if I can find it. Please show the front of the book. Okay, I will. Where's the kitty cat? I know I did him. He's not in this book. Doggone it. All right, well, I know I did the kitty cat. It's $20 on Amazon. Okay, and I've had this book for years and years and years. What do you need, hon?
I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to do rectals. Going to work.
You sick man. Bye.
Bye.
There's something wrong with him. Yeah, it was $22.99 if you paid list price. So, but wouldn't it be fun to draw that tiger nose? And here's a puppy nose. We watched Dee Dee do that a little while ago. So anyway, yeah, this is what you're looking at, Galena. That's why I felt like here's George Washington. I'm assuming that's mine. I don't think that would be Nikki. Skeleton, expressions. I mean, she touches on a little bit of everything. So hair, how to draw short curly hair, which everybody seems to think is really hard, but yeah, she breaks it down. He's already out of here. He has to go over to Kathy's farm today. There's something wrong with him, for real. So anyway, this is the book that I think Galena is going to order. Only you're going to get the one. She did revise this book and add more to it. So she's going to get the new edition of this book. But if anybody is interested in drawing and just learning some basic skills, I think this is an unbelievably good book. But it also helps too, if you want to learn to draw, to have read or done some of the exercises in drawing on the right side of the brain, to get yourself out of that idea that you can't draw. And I'll just show some other Lee Hammond books. This Lifelike Drawing with Lee Hammond. I like this book a lot as well. And a lot of her books, she might show the same things, but again, she'll break it down into a graph. Where's Lena? Lena would like to draw that. Lee's all new big book of drawing is less than, okay, Brandy just said it's less than $17. You want to see the Inkadinkadoo stamp? This little one here. You get 4 for $1.50. Okay, I don't even know what's under the price tag, because really what I bought it for really was the circle. Oh, hell, just open the package. There. There's the stamps, the Inkadinkadoo ones. The hunk body should be our next drawing lesson. We could certainly try that and start with a graph. Oh, there's Lena. Hey, Lena, I found your next project. You little lurker, you. Did you see my tweet, Lena? But look at, her faces are beautiful. I mean, they really are. But you get the graphs, so you could do that. And I think it's helpful. I don't know. Ask Dee Dee what she thinks, because I think of Kathy Arbor and Dee Dee. I think when it comes to human faces, are the two artists that I've seen that if you have a question or want some advice, they're the ones to go to, because I think they are fabulous at portraiture. So the duck could be fun, a bird, an owl. So yeah. And if you want to draw honestly, you can do something like this with almost zero investment. If you've got a pencil and a piece of paper and a ruler, you can do this. Water drops are really fun. I did a bunch of water drops in color. Let me see. Yeah. So here's some water drops. They're so easy to do. And this was just kind of a journal that I did, and I finally decided I really hated the paper, so I abandoned this journal because the paper was not good. But just playing with color. This was my first attempt at color, and that was February of 05. So I drew the picture using a graph. You can see the graph in the background, but it's not horrible. And that's the poinsettia, learning about soft edges and hard edges. There is a lot of good stuff in the book. This was flower and iris done with Verithin. Verithin are very hard lead pencils. So this on this paper was really tricky. I did not like this at all. I like this one a little bit better. I used Prismacolor on this. And this, I chose my own colors. So this is also Prismacolor. And I'm not sure if I used a reference on this or not, but there's my little thumbnail that I kind of did. And then that's what I actually ended up doing. There's a rose that I really didn't like. There's a tulip. I like the background on this one. But I still like the black and white. There's some black and white flowers up there. I still like the black and white. And I write notes and stuff. I don't know. And this one, I was really happy with this one. Even on this crapola paper, this one I think came out really, really nice. I really like this. And there's a teddy bear. I think I redid this one big. I may have given this one away. But and I think this is where I ended, where I finally decided, oh, this paper is crap. I'm not using this. And I gave up on it. There's the guy that we did, only this time he's in color. Hi, Kathy. You got glasses, you can see again. I just mentioned you, Kathy. I said if you want to see somebody who can do portraiture or draw human faces, you and Dee Dee have it going on, man. And then this was just something I drew and stuck in here. Probably just killing time. So, and all of that's done with like no investment at all, you guys. That's one of the things I liked about drawing, is you could create awesome stuff with no investment at all. You don't need the books, especially now. Used to be, we didn't have the internet, and so if you wanted instruction of some sort, you almost had to buy a book or check it out from the library. There's tons of books at the library. How did I do which background? The only one I think that had a background was that blue and green one. Yeah, this background, I went all over the page with, I don't even know. I added the color after I drew the pencil. Okay, I said that the background is indigo blue, Prismacolor, because at that time it's all I had. True green, Parma violet, and some pink, and deco pink, and slate. And then I burnished it with blue and a colorless blender. So, but all I did was go around and probably do the little circles in Parma violet, and then went around them in green, and then went over everything with blue, I think. So, anyway, yeah, I like all of the Lee Hammond books. I really do. There's not one of them that I haven't learned something from. And the thing about a book, this is the best thing I love about a book, is you have it like forever. Like, thank you, AJ. I've had this book probably close to 20 years, and here I am. I'm still looking at it, and I know I could go in here, do any of these exercises, and learn something else. You think you might sub to Skillshare? I haven't even checked into it. I've done this one, the Raggedy Ann. I think I've shown it before. I drew that. That was fun, challenging, and very rewarding. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I think I know where it is. Watch, it won't be here. Okay, there's some of the hands that were in that other book. And here's the Raggedy Ann. So this is my version of this. And I'm not sure if I just drew it. Yeah, see, she didn't have an exercise in that. I just used this as my reference and drew it. And yeah, I agree with you, Galena. I love the way the book smells. But I was a printer, so to me, there's nothing better than the smell of a print shop and the ink and the paper. It's just like, it's a drug to me. I've never done a glass with ice. That would be challenging, and I think when you're done with it, very rewarding. So, and this glass, I've never done anything like this. I need to do that. Eggs in a beaker full of water. So there's tons of exercises in here that I have not done. But see, she covers everything. You've got scenery, you've got toys, you've got people, you've got animals. You know, I've drawn this. So there's pumpkins. I know I did this one bigger too. And the grid, when you draw with the grid, and I still do if I want something to look exactly like the cartoons or something, if I want it to look exactly like what I'm drawing. But your brain, after a while, doesn't really see the grid. Your brain just kind of knows where your pencil needs to go to get that curve right or whatever. So it's an aid. And I would use it as an aid. So, yeah, this is a good book. And you can never do too much shading, I don't think. And like here she does the supplies. You guys would probably have every one of the supplies. Like, look, she's saying get a pencil, a tortilla, an eraser, and a brush. You're done. You can draw. Have you done any of the last prompts from Rach in the 6? I haven't done a Rach prompt in months, Teresa. I really haven't. Eileen quit telling me to do it, so I quit doing it. Anyway, and she feels like you can do it. You can do it. So that is another really, in my opinion, excellent book. And then these other ones I'll go through real quick because they're a duplicate of pretty much what you've already seen. This is probably my newest Lee Hammond book. I have not had this one very long, but this one she kind of specializes on folds in fabric and clothing where you learn to draw knitting. I know there's a leather one in here. Look at this. But these would be fun to do too. I have so much that I need to do and want to do. What is wrong with me? Jeans. I've drawn jeans before. I love that. So yeah, this one, you don't need them all at once. And draw foreshortening and stuff like that. That's interesting. That's definitely something I could work on for sure. And everybody think hands are hard. And they are. Like, look at this foreshortening. That's way cool. Because you get the impression of the length of the legs, but there's almost no legs there. You can relate. Got a National Geographic table book at the dollar store. Yay, you! I'll bet that's cool. You'll have to stream and show it, Cass. Oh my God, Lena, look. Or Eileen, too. Those girls, they love those naked guys. I swear to God. So this is another, I think, just a good book. I did draw this. I have this somewhere. I don't know where. I should put all my pictures in one place. I really should. I have them spread out everywhere. A lot of them are still tucked in the books. And then I did like this drawing in color. I have not done much of it. I love the challenge of foreshortening too. It's difficult. Yeah, if we can't have them, we must draw them. I agree, Lena. This one was drawing in color, which I think is a lot different than drawing in black and white, because you not only have the challenge of getting the shape right, but then you've got to use color to create the illusion of depth. And that's kind of where I stalled. I was like, oh, I'm not sure about this. And I don't know why I felt like it was overwhelming. So there's a lot of duplication. You saw these pictures in the other book. But she does give you a lot more instruction on drawing in color. So and she kind of gives you the skin tones to use and stuff like that. So I don't know. I found her books very, very useful. This one is Draw Real People. And there's a lot of duplication and stuff that you've already seen. But it gives you a lot of facial expressions and stuff to work on, which, you know, it might be easy to draw somebody looking directly at you. But what if they turn their head, you know, like, and you got to know how to do that. Here's that George Washington that I drew. Marilyn Monroe, a profile. So yeah, it's just all what you want. I think this bow would be fun to do with the hair. I think that would be really fun, especially in color. And based on this, you'd think I'm obsessed with drawing people, and I'm really not necessarily. Here's Draw Real Hands. And this, I like these books, but I've also mentioned too that Loomis book that Kathy Arbor showed, Drawing Face and Hands, I think it's called. But these are really cool, in my opinion, drawings. Drawing a hand doing something, not just, you know, a hand. So, you know, little baby hands. I love baby hands. They're chubby and there, she has the whole thing on how to foreshorten. that you may be obsessed with buying art books. Oh, there's no doubt about that, Gail. Yeah. All I can say is thank goodness for rubber stamps and colors. Yeah, I think, you spend your money on the things that interest you, and I've had a lot of these for a long, long time. This one I bought, and I just thought it was amazing. This is crayon drawing. And she's talking about real crayons. There's one of my... Oh, no. This one, she actually includes the graph in the back of the book. I've never taken it out. I have my own. Use a sheet protector to draw your graphs, and then you can put your reference art right inside. So, yeah, these are all crayons. So, if you haven't learned anything, know that you do not need the expensive products to create beautiful art. There's another guy I've seen on the internet that does nothing but Crayola art, and his artwork will take your breath away. And he uses nothing but Crayola crayons. So don't let your lack of funds prevent you from doing something you love. You can do this with Crayolas. And again, you get the graphs. I've not done any, I've had my Prismacolors since I was in college. I took an art class in college and bought myself my first set of Prismacolors. Look at how cute he is. And they've remained my favorite ever since. And they're my favorite to this day. I have some luminance and I have polys, and I will invariably go back to my Prismas. Yeah, she would definitely want to draw that flamingo. I just went right by it and didn't say a word about it. Look at that ice cream. Doesn't that look lickable? So here's proof that you do not need the expensive products to create beautiful art. And this one I probably just bought because it's eye candy and because it was Lee Hammond. I mean, if I see a book with her name on it, chances are I'm going to pick it up and look at it. I did not get the newer version of the first one that I showed, though. I thought that was a little ridiculous. And then this one, I haven't had this one very long. I got it at the Hobby Lobby sale. And I haven't done anything out of it, but it was just another drawing book. So, but I got a good deal on this one, $6. That's kind of creepy, huh? But you kind of can see how a face is built. It would be fun just to draw that, of the skeleton and then the flesh. And mouths and teeth. I don't think this woman is obviously, it's Carrie Stewart and Rick Parks. I don't think their method of instruction is as basic as Lee Hammond. That I would say for sure. But a lot of this too, if you have the basic skills, you don't need a lot of the instruction at that point. You kind of know what you need to do. But for $6, you almost had to buy it. You know what I mean? Hi, Lynette. So that was the drawing books I got out to show Galena today. So when she gets her gift certificate from Miss Dee Dee, she can decide what she wants, I think it's nice to be able to see a book. I have a hard time buying books online because I want to see kind of the guts. So I have books on everything. If my library and Dee Dee's library are probably about the same. They're probably identical. you were good at sculpting. Now, sculpting is something I've never, ever even attempted. I don't think. Is carving a stamp considered sculpting? I've done that. Okay. Then the next thing, Eileen wanted me to, the other day when she was talking to me about doing the poppies, I had gone ahead and drawn this little poppy thing, which if it looks kind of familiar, is not that far different from the poppies that I did as blobs, because I had just been looking at this. So I don't know if I want to do this, or Eileen, do you want me to do the blob? Yeah, she's done a lot of nude sculpting, I'm sure. Either if she wasn't sculpting something nude, she was probably nude when she was doing it. Because I'm pretty sure she's kinky that way. So we can either do this one, I could do the blob flowers, or I could finish this one, because I haven't worked on this one since she wants me to do the drawn ones. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'll take this off. We'll tape it down because I'm going to do the background much the same way as I did the other one. We'll just do like a wash of blue in the background. So let me take this down real quick. What should you watercolor? You could watercolor along with me. Do some poppies. Because by the time I'm done with this, if I can't paint a poppy, somebody needs to kick my ass. Use the clean colors. I'm gonna, Eileen. I got them out. And that's another purchase that I made that I have not used near enough. So I will indulge Miss Eileen today because she's going to make me use a product that I have not used adequately. And I did do Frisket in the poppy part because I knew I was going to do a wash for the sky. So I went ahead and left them. They'll be white after I'm done with the sky. That Frisket is really weird stuff. I've never really used it much, but I bought it. And if you've never heard it called Frisket, it's just masking fluid. You paint it on and it's like rubber cement. You can rub it off. So the places that you want white remain white if you paint on top of them. Hi, Jeannie. Hey, Judy, I don't think I saw you come in. You tried to follow Rach doing the poppies and she used some colors I didn't have, so I had to buy more. Why am I not surprised, Eileen? I haven't watched that video yet. The last week with Thanksgiving and everything, and then doctor's appointments and cleaning and everything. I'm lucky I've gotten anything done. Thank you, Judy. I'm filling in for Miss Joycey. She's not feeling right on top of the world today, so that the troops didn't get restless, I figured it wouldn't hurt me to come on. And I did want to show Galena those books. I told her I would show them to her. So, all right. Let me get out. The water and my brush. I'm going to go ahead and wet the whole background of this. It'll dry before I probably get to the poppies. But I've never used the clean colors wet on wet either. Eileen, have you? And I drew this with probably one of those cheap mechanical pencils that Galena made me buy. My good friends make me spend money, and I didn't wet my paint yet, so got to get this real wet. Okay, that's probably good enough. Ouch. And just because Xander said something about spraying your paints, now I feel bad every time I do it. I'm going to continue to do it. Don't think that it's going to change the way I do anything, but now I just feel like I'm wrecking my paints. Oh, and where's my plate? This dollar plate that I got at Dollar Tree, I like it, but I need to clean part of it off, obviously. For $1. Okay. That's better. My paper's still wet, so. And this is cobalt blue. Daniel Smith cobalt blue is what I'm going to do this guy with. And you can see how it's going to beat up on top of the masking fluid. And if you're a real watercolor person, you're saying, oh my God, you're doing it all wrong. It's probably because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So don't worry about it. It's all good. It's all good. I will learn. Whether I want to or not. All right, here we go. And then I'll leave this a little lighter down at the bottom. So if I want to add green or whatever. All right, looks good to me. Yeah, it's fine. And I'll do like I did the other day and use a paper towel to get some some clouds lightly in the back, and then we'll go on with the clean colors. All right, that's good enough for me. Oops, too hard on the edge though. Okay. Put that away. I'll go ahead and I guess I can just take the biscuit off now. Sop up some of the excess. I guess I'm not going to need that anymore either. Because she's going to make me use the clean color. Which, if you're not familiar, Kuretake makes watercolor in a brush, and it is a real brush. Those are real fibers. It's not felt, it's real fibers. So, yeah, I have this set of 64 because Eileen made me do it. And my chat has stopped working again, so let's check chat. Same as the other day. Just close out chat. See if I can restore it. All right, I don't have chat again, so this is annoying as hell. Hang on just a second, you guys. My computer's sitting up here, so I'm going to check. Come on, you piece of crap. I may have to go out and come back. I don't know if you guys are seeing anything. right, nobody's tweeted me. So the problem is I can't see chat, and I'm not going to do this without chat. So I'm going to end this stream and start over. It's not doing anything. Ugh, frustration.